ways that we can serve as change agents in our sustainability efforts. So those, let me maybe let somebody else have some opportunities now.
Great. Thank you so much. Chancellor, howdy, y'all. And hola. I want to join Dr. Flores. I'm the other local guy here, and so it's a real pleasure to welcome y'all to San Antonio. This is really a wonderful city, and from the context of energy savings and green jobs development, it's the city, along with a number of other community partners, including the Alamo colleges, that have really been driving the changes that I'm going to share with you. And there's a lot more going on outside of the Alamo colleges in San Antonio, but Mayor Hardberger, who preceded Mayor Castro, began what was called the Mayor's Commission for Green Jobs Development, and also a project called Mission Verde. Julian Castro, our new mayor, has picked up the ball very aggressively, and so with that kind of leadership, San Antonio is trying to position itself to be an energy center for this country. So it's really a great place for the Alamo colleges to be positioned as a partner in these many initiatives. The second thing I want to mention just up front is that it was easy for me to sign the President's commitment because we had already begun the journey towards energy conservations. And I'm very pleased tonight to introduce you to Mr. John Strybos. John is our Associate Vice Chancellor for Facilities. John's here, if you'd stand up. And John began the journey really, you can go ahead and clap. I saw a couple of hands starting. Yeah. John really began the journey in 2002, and we've had a long-term partnership with the Engineering Extension Center at A&M, Texas A&M University, which has been a real partner and a real help to us. So one of the things y'all might look for in your areas, in your communities, is whether the local university, or certainly other audit and private companies, can do these kinds of energy audits and systems development with you in partnership to really help you develop your initiatives. Let me, by the way, I've also been part, I know Mary has been part of the steering committee with Second Nature. I've been part of the Second Nature's National Transportation Policy Task Force. We just, 15 presidents and universities, just completed a new policy statement on transportation issues, which we have submitted to various entities in Congress and to our fellow associations. In our case, it's the American Association of Community Colleges, looking for them to endorse these policy recommendations. And from the transportation area, they range from, there were 7 key recommendations, ranging from reducing greenhouse gases to expanding transportation options to public ridership expansion, better decision-making through improved research, data collection, and evaluation, and several others that are buried in there. So it's been a real pleasure for me to have been kind of picked up to be part of that larger national issue. Locally, we promulgated the ACU PCC policy statement through a variety of strategies, particularly improving energy, and in San Antonio, water consumption utilization is a key issue. Water is a very precious resource in San Antonio. Unlike some other places in the country where water is available, and despite what you may have seen if you came here last night or the night before, we've just come off a 2-year drought situation. We depend on what's called the Edwards Aquifer. We're just south of the hill country, and so the entire hill country is an aquifer, and that's the source of our drinking water. So water is a very precious commodity here, and so water conservation is a key part of our consumption policies as well as the general energy area. We're striving to improve transportation systems and reduce greenhouse gases, particularly with carbon and nitrous oxide. And fourth, we're doing these things in order to both save money and to improve the health not only of our employees and students, but also of our community, and to be able to reduce the demand for additional power plants. And that's an issue, of course, that every community is struggling with as they continue to grow. Our strategic plan is based on the idea that we will continue to gather data, analyze, refine, and implement a plan to achieve continuous improvements in the utilization of energy water, and reduction of greenhouse gases throughout the district through 5 key strategies, and I want to briefly review those strategies. Number one, and the one that really has garnered the most engagement of our employees and students, is recycling. About 70% of all of our recycling activities is handled by our various student and faculty groups at each of our colleges. And let me digress for a second because I failed to explain a little bit about us. Like Houston Community College, we're made up of multiple colleges. In our case, we have 5 individually accredited colleges that make up the Alamo Colleges family. And as you heard from Dr. Flores, one of our colleges, St. Philip's College, is both a Hispanic serving institution and an HBCU. We're the only one in the nation that shares both of those recognitions, and we're extremely proud of it. St. Philip's College is one of the oldest community colleges in the nation, founded originally in 1898. San Antonio College, our second oldest college, was founded in 1925, and then we formed Palo Alto College in the 1980s, Northwest Vista in the 1990s, and then we also have the newest comprehensive community college in the entire country in our Northeast Lakeview College. So we have 5 colleges, we have multiple campuses, and multiple regional centers that serve an 8-county region of Central and South Texas. So like Houston Community College, Dallas, and the other community college systems, we're very broadly extended, and so obviously strategies to try to reduce utilization, et cetera, are very complex for us. But at each of our colleges, we've had faculty and staff teams that have taken on the responsibility of recycling in conjunction with John's team, because we obviously have to do something with the results of recycling. And as you probably know, right now, recycling product is not a demand commodity. So we're moving from individual streams of recycling material to combined streams of recycling materials, and we've contracted with an agency, a company here in San Antonio that takes those results of that effort. And unlike, I think, most of us dreamed we would make money doing that in the past, it's costing us money to do that, but we still think the greater good is better served by recycling. The second area is recycled water for building, cooling, and irrigation and conservation. We've established a lake. We literally built a lake as we completed a CIP, a capital improvement program, that we completed this past year. We built 24 new buildings over 1.5 million square feet and expanded several of our campuses. All of our 5 colleges were affected positively by this, but we actually added a lake at our Northwest Vista College, which is located in the Hill Country, to use that water to, again, conserve, to recycle, to cool the buildings, and to provide irrigation for the campus. We're utilizing an existing lake at our newest college, Northeast Lakeview College, for the same purposes, and we're finishing off a rainwater harvesting system project at Palo Alto College. So we've got a number of things designed to conserve water and to reutilize water. We bought land for a new administration building, and a brown water pipe runs right behind that land, so we're going to be able to use that water also for cooling that building. So that's already set up in place for us. We work very closely with SAWS, which is the San Antonio Water System, on all of these initiatives. In our building systems, we've done such things as replace our fixtures with low flow fixtures for new buildings and refurbished projects. We've replaced all of our lighting systems to provide for more efficient lighting. We're doing xeriscaping at each of our campuses now, replacing what are less traditional indigenous plants with those that are natural here because they tend to use less water. And obviously, we're looking for the beauty that that provides for our buildings as well. We've included building